What's up and welcome to Fat Bear Week 2021, Day 7. Today is the finals. This is what the entire week has been, culminating to, so I'm very excited for this matchup. This matchup is particularly interesting and almost historic in a way for me, just because when I was going, just filling myself in on the lore of these two, just so that we could have a little bit more information, and trying to fill out the character arc, try to finish the story for this year, I actually discovered that these two have quite a long history together. So they have actually faced off in the past. 2016, Day 3, Otis versus Walker. Otis won. 2017, Day 4, Otis versus Walker. Otis won. 2020, Day 3, Otis versus Walker. Walker won. And now 2021, they are facing off once again, and I will be incredibly curious to know, is Walker going to bring them head to head and make it 2 for 2, or is Otis going to once again defeat Walker? So this is going to be a really interesting matchup here, and I'm really curious to see how the audience is going to, swing. So I thought that we should, just like I did the last 2 days, I did find some clips, and I actually found a very interesting clip of the two actually in the same video at the same distance, and so we actually get a great view of them. Alright, so here we have a clip of Otis going to the office. Now when I say the office, there's actually different sections in the lake that a lot of bear cam footage is taken, and there's this kind of section at the back called the office. I asked someone in a live chat why it was called that, and some people said, it's just because they wanted a fun name, and someone said that it kind of looks like they're sitting at an office table. So it's called the office, and here Otis is taking back the office from another bear. He's coming in on the right. So you can see him coming out here. He sees the other bear and he scares off the other bear. Otis knows his spot. He knows that the office is his. He is back to sitting and waiting. He clearly knows what he wants. And so you can see that he's pretty chubby here. He does have a fair amount of fat on him. And it's kind of interesting to see how dominant Otis can be sometimes. Take a look at him there. He's amongst the bigger bears. Compared to the other two in the shot, he does seem to actually be quite large. So I think I'm just going to let this clip play out just so that you can watch this. And I personally think that this clip is really interesting, and it's really interesting to see the bears in action and see that, Otis wants the office, it's his spot, and he is gonna scare off whoever's in there. Okay, so here we have a short clip of Walker. He's going to be just sitting in the office and snorkeling, and I picked this one because it really shows just how big he is, and also it's kind of cute to see him snorkeling. So he looks really big in this shot, he's huge. It's impressive. See, there he goes. He's snorkeling. He's looking for some food. He's looking for those little fish. Didn't catch anything that time, but it's kind of fun to see the bears in action. Now here we have another clip of Otis taking back his spot in the office, but we have a special guest. We have Walker. So Walker's going to be on the left. Otis is on the right. Otis is claiming dominance to his spot because the office is truly his spot, apparently. He's made his home there. And this video was taken, just because I think it's important to note, this video was taken on in August. So August 6th is when this video was taken. I think that's just important to note, just so we know. We kind of have a timeline. The other two videos that I showed were both filmed in September. So they're looking a little smaller here. So here we have Otis. He is Okay, here this time we're gonna watch it again, but I just want to do a quick play-by-play and kind of get an idea of how big they are on the screen. So I have my hand out just trying to measure it visually, just try to get an idea of who is bigger. And so he's turned now. Oh, okay, going up. Okay, just looking at them, the water is kind of in the way. Oh, okay, there we go, before impact. What's interesting is that it seems like Otis actually has a bigger face. I don't know if that translates to him necessarily being bigger overall, but he does have a bigger face, and I think that's noteworthy. Yeah, he definitely has a bigger face. Oh, it is hard to tell. Let me just go back. Looking how much space they take up on the screen, oh, it is a tight match here. And this is in August. This is a whole month before, but wow, they are actually very, very close. Fat Bear Week final. This is it, the climactic clash that culminates in the crowning of the king of the capacious creatures of Katmai. Can 480 Otis's titanic tummy topple 151's whopper of a bear donk in this epic battle of the bulge? Who will be the 2021 Fat Bear Week winner? Last chance. It is currently 8:58, so I'm going to submit my vote. I've decided, in my Bexpert obesity opinion, after the many years of training that I have trained in this field, I do think that Walker is the bigger bear. Looking at his shoulders, looking at the fat distribution, having seen those videos, they're extremely close, and I would not be surprised if Otis won. But yeah, so 8:59, let's go. And Otis is winning by a long shot. Okay, you know, I will concede, I do think that Walker has a little bit of an edge on Otis. I do think that he is overall the bigger bear, but I'm not surprised that Otis won. Both based on just emotional reasons from the public, and also that he has made a lot of improvement. You know, like if we were for next year, I just want to throw out there that I wanted to mention this, but I kind of ran out of time. I do think that there's another way that I'm going to actually take a look at the Bears next year, and I'm going to devise a third method for voting. So first you have looking at overall improvement, which Otis won. You can look at raw mass, which is hard to tell with these two because they're so close. And then I think a third method could be just relative to body size, just how fat do they look. For example, if you look at 2019 Holly versus 2020 747, those are the winners. 747 does look to be like a much heavier bear. Like I think that he would beat Holly in just a raw mass, from like a raw mass perspective, but Holly was easily fatter. Like there's so many rolls. I don't know how she was walking. She probably just rolled around. I'm sure if you dug up the old bear cam footage, I'm sure that you would have seen Holly just rolling around the place, because I don't think she could walk at that point. She was so goddamn fat. So, you know, in this instance, I would say that Walker does look fatter. Like, we saw the videos. Otis is a bit thinner. He had a rough start this year. I do think it was a very close call, and I do think that Otis did deserve this win. You know, also, considering now that we're later in the we're at the end of the competition, I do think that we should consider the improvement aspect of it. And so, because of that improvement aspect, I actually agree with the audience here. I don't think he's the fatter bear, but he made such like a crazy improvement that I do think it's noteworthy enough that he does deserve to win. Alright, so that concludes Fat Bear Week 2021. This was a fantastic competition this year. I'm very excited to do it next year, and thank you for joining me along for the ride. So yeah, that's it. Peace.